Dear friends, today I will be discussing with you about the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is a holy scripture of the Sikhs. Guru Granth Sahib was compiled by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, at Talwandi Sabo, which is also known as Damdama Sahib and popularly called as Guru Ki Kashi. It was written by Bhai Mani Singh Ji and composed by the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Earlier, it was compiled by the 5th Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and written by Bhai Gurdas Ji, and it was called Adi Granth. For every religion, there are 5 requisites. One is prophet, second is script, third is culture, fourth is scripture, and fifth is form. Now, uniqueness of the Guru Granth Sahib. In the annals of the world religions, this is the only scripture which has been accepted as Guru. This is the only scripture which is compiled by one of the prophets himself. This scripture has been accepted without any ifs, buts, and doubts whatsoever. In this scripture, the life sketches of the prophets, of the gurus, have not been presented as a miracle. And finally, this scripture has 500 years long history of India, that is from 12th century to the 17th century. The task of editing Shri Adi Granth or Guru Granth Sahib was carried out by the 5th Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji himself. For this purpose, he chose the surroundings of Ramsar. This place is very close to Amritsar. Bhai Gurdas Ji was given the honor to write it, and Bhai Banno Ji provided the ink and pen and other material for this purpose. It was completed in 1604. Bhai Gurdas Ji is known as the Ved Vyas of Sikhism. Baba Buddha Ji was appointed as its first Granthi, and the first Hukamnama appeared was Suhi Mohalla Panjwa, Santan ke karaj aap khaloya, har kam karavan aya Ram. This was the first Hukamnama in 1604. Now, the sequence of the Bani, how the shloks are included, how the Bani is included sequence-wise. The Adi Granth, edited by Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, whose printed version in the current form comes to 1430 pages. It can be divided in 3 sections. From page 1 to 13 consists of the Bani of Nitnem, and page 14 to 1352 is strictly based on the musicology and comprise a large section of Shri Guru Granth Sahib. Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the 5th Guru Ji, has divided this section into 30 ragas. Later on, 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, included the 57 shloks of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, and finally adding one more raga, that is Jajavanti Rag, and total it consists of 31 ragas. The third part is from 1353 page to 1430 page, which includes the shloks of the saints, bhagats, like Sheikh Farid, then Kabir, Ravidas, and so on, so on. All those people were from different place, different religion, different region, different caste, and different creed. 15 Bhagats are there, 11 Bhatts are there, and 3 Gursikhs are there who compiled the shloks in Guru Granth Sahib, and 6 Gurus. And total it comes to the 35 Banikars in Guru Granth Sahib. Guru Granth Sahib is a unique scripture, and this Granth was completed at Talwandi Sabo and written by Bhai Mani Singh Ji and composed by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. In 1708, at Nanded, Guru Gobind Singh Ji declares that Guru Manyo Granth means all his followers should follow Guru Granth Sahib and its teachings. Now we'll do the contribution of the Sikh Gurus in this Guru Granth Sahib. The first is Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who was the first Sikh Guru, who composed the Japji Sahib, Siddh Gosht, Sohla, Dakhni Onkar, Asadi Var, Patti Barama, and total 977 shloks in 20 ragas. Then it is second Guru, Guru Angad Dev Ji, whose original name was Bhai Lehna Ji. He compiled 63 shlokas in Guru Granth Sahib. Then third is Guru Amar Das Ji, who composed Anand Sahib, a Bani in Guru Granth Sahib, and total 907 shloks in 17 ragas. The fourth one is Guru Ram Das Ji, who composed 679 shlokas. The fifth is Guru Arjan Dev Ji, whose Bani is maximum in Guru Granth Sahib. He composed Sukhmani Sahib, then Barama, Bavanakri, and total 2218 shloks in 30 ragas. And finally, the sixth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. His shloks are included by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And he compiled 57 shloks. And one of the raga, that is Jajavanti Rag, was included in Guru Granth Sahib. Earlier there were 30 ragas, and now it comes to the 31 ragas. This is a contribution of the 6 Gurus of Sikhism in Guru Granth Sahib. Now, the other Banikars, the contribution of 15 Bhagats and Sahibans. Number 1 is Beni Ji. Beni Ji was a Brahman in the 12th century from Madhya Pradesh. He wrote the 3 shabads, 3 shloks in 3 ragas. The second is Bhai Bhikhan Ji, who belonged to the Islam. In 16th century, he was from UP, and he wrote the 2 shloks in the Sorat Rag. Third is Bhai Dhanna Ji. He was a Jat Sikh. He was a Jat in the 16th century from Rajasthan. He wrote 4 shabads, 4 shloks in 2 ragas. Then fourth is Farid ji. He also belonged to Islam in the 12th, 13th century, and it was in Pakistan, somewhere near Multan. He compiled 4 shabads and 2 ragas and 112 shloks. Then Jaydev, who was a Brahman in the 12th, 13th century in Bengal, he wrote 2 hymns in 2 ragas. Kabir ji, who was weaver and lives in the 15th, 16th century, belongs to Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. He composed 229 shabads in 17 ragas and 243 shloks. Namdev ji, who belongs to the Tailor community from Maharashtra, but he spent 18 years in Punjab at a village called Kumanpura in district Gurdaspur. He composed 61 shloks in 18 ragas. The next is by Paramanand ji, who was a Brahman and lives in the 14th, 15th century, belongs to UP, Uttar Pradesh. He wrote 1 hymn in Sarang Rag. Then Bhagat Pipa ji, he was a Rajput and lives in the 15th century. He belongs to Rajasthan. He wrote 1 shlok in Dhanasri Rag. Ramanand ji, he was a Brahman and lives in the 14th, 15th century, belongs to Uttar Pradesh, and he wrote 1 raga in Basant Rag. Ravidas ji, who was a cobbler, lives in the 15th century, Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi. He wrote 14 shabads in 16 ragas. Pai Sadhana ji, he was a butcher and lives in the 13th century, belongs to Sindh, Pakistan. He wrote 1 shlok in Bilawal Rag. Bhagat Sain ji, he belongs to the Barber community, lives in the 14th, 15th century in Madhya Pradesh. He wrote 1 shlok in Dhanasri Raga. Surdas ji, he was a Brahman in the 16th century. He belongs to UP and he wrote 1 shlok in Sarang Rag. Bhagat Tralochan ji, he was a Vash, belonged to the Vaishya community, lives in the 13th, 14th century in Maharashtra. He wrote 4 shlokas in 3 ragas. These 15 Bhagats compiled these shloks and they are included in the Guru Granth Sahib, who belong to the different caste, different religion, different creed and different place. The next is the contribution of the 11 Bhatt Sahibans. First of all, it is Bhatt Kalashar ji, who composed 54 shabads. Then number 2, Bhatt Balaji, who composed 5 shabads and lives in the 15th century. And third is Pai Balaji, who lives in the 15th century and wrote the 1 shabad. Patpikhan ji in the 15th century and he composed the 2 shloks. Patgyand ji, he also lives in the 15th century and compiled the 13th shabads. Patharbans ji, he also lives in the 15th century, compiled 2 shabads. Pai Jalap ji, he composed 5 shabads and lives in the 15th century. Patkirat ji lives in the 15th century and wrote 8 shabads. Pat Mathura ji also lives in the 15th century and composed 14 Shabads. Bhai Nalaji, also in the 15th century and composed 16 Shabads. And finally, Patsalaji, in the 15th century, they composed the 3 Shabads. All these bhatts, most of them, they were related to each other. And they were in the 15th century. Next is contribution of the 3 Gursikhs. One is Baba Sundarji. He lives in the 15th century. He wrote one shlok in Ramkali Lag. Bhai Sundarji was related to the Gurus. Bhai Sattaji lives in the 15th century and compiled one shlok in Ramkali Raga. Third is Rai Balwandji. He compiled one shlok in Ramkali Raga and lives in the 15th century. This is the compilation of the Guru Granth Sahib and the contributors who composed their shloks in Guru Granth Sahib. The 5th Sikh Guru Arjan Dev Ji sent his masters, his 2 loyal Sikh followers, that is Baba Buddha Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji, to the various religious places like Kashi, Ujjain, Nasik, Haridwar, Rishikesh, and they brought the religious literature of these scholars, saints, philosophers, and they were compiled in a holy scripture which we call Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the unique scripture, Granth, which guides the person. Thank you very much.